30 years I've been going to Disney, and I've never been here.
If you didn't watch the last video, here's what you missed. We made our way down to California, hung out in Santa Monica, then spent a day at Universal Studios Hollywood. But the main reason we're here is to go to Disneyland. I had never been to Disneyland and figured after dozens of trips to Disney World, it was time to visit the OG. You might recall, I was a little nervous. I'm really nervous because we are going to Disneyland for the very first time. Day 2.
With Mel getting into the full Disney groove, we made our way to our first park, Disney's California Adventure. During our wait to get in, though, Mel's anticipation grew.
Can't believe we're actually here.
Get it?
Very nervous. 30 years I've been going to Disney, and I've never been here. And I don't know what I'm doing.
If you question the authenticity of Mel's on-camera nervousness, just listen as her brain struggles to make words happen.
We've entered a different dimension. I don't know where to go. And it really just upsets me. But I will never. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Take us all the way to the big old generator control room. And what? I'm gonna blast that thing and destroy all the control systems, which will open up every cage in this freak show and free my friend.
You may now enter the gantry lift.
As someone that's ridden Tower of Terror hundreds of times, how was your first non-Tower of Terror Guardians ride?
It was really, really good. It was fun not knowing what to expect. It was really fun. And I'm not a huge Guardians fan. I like the Cleveland Guardians, but for that, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Time to venture into Radiator Springs. Oh, the Cozy Cone!
The Avengers campus was more than just rides. It was brought to life by the theatrics. Every time the Avengers assembled, the crowd stopped and everyone quietly watched. It was a departure from what we're used to in Disney World, and it was more enjoyable than you'd think.
Hey down there! Spider-Man up here. Like I'm using my made-up name? Now that's how you Spider-Man. Don't forget to tag me on your video. Hashtag Amazing Spider-Man.
Head back, face forward, and hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
If you're someone who likes Disney's nighttime shows, then you'll want to grab your seat for the World of Color show early. As the crowds gathered, it was nearly impossible to find a place to stand that wasn't behind some obstruction or, in Josh's case, behind someone who must have played for the NBA. The World of Color was a refreshing shift from the nighttime fireworks that instead focused on light projections onto a 50-foot tall water screen.
For First day at Disneyland, California done.
It was awesome. So good.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Day 3, we are up early, at least some of us. We are tired. We've walked 70,000 steps over the past 3 days, and we're finally feeling it. It's always interesting, though, when we get tired, how things are different for each of us. Mel typically moves a little bit slower, looks a little tired. I go the opposite direction, and my body's like, yes, which makes me a little loopy. Typically, like any tired child you see running around Disney, who's hyper because he really needs a nap. That's me. Meanwhile, Mel is the child sleeping in the stroller. We're on to our last day. We're hitting up Magic Kingdom, which is the first Disney park ever. Historic in its own right. For us, it's pretty historic because, again, Mel's been to Disney World dozens of times, but has never been to Disneyland to see the original Magic Castle. She's in the other room getting ready, but is awake enough to know that I'm saying the wrong castle words. We're going to go fuel up, get some tea to kick off the morning, and then head to the park.
Take the ears off first before you get into a car.
It's gonna be that kind of day.
It's that kind of day. Kind of nervous. We have a lot to get through. Like I said, it's a locals park for sure. It's a lot more crowded today than it was yesterday. We'll do what we can.
Mientras el tranvía está en movimiento.
We made it. Here you live today and enter a world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. I do. I kind of want to cry a little.
So much
little.
smaller.
It's so little. Where is it? I don't even see it. Oh, it's so little.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination?
Haunted Mansion is probably one of my favorite rides other than Pirate at like Magic Kingdom. So I was really excited to see the differences, and now I'm excited to see the differences for Pirate. And then on to Splash Mountain for one final time. Our second one final time, but for real.
We got on the Pirates ride excited to see the differences, but we were caught off guard by how wet the ride was.
I was not expecting that. Uh-oh.
That uh-oh signaled the moment I had the realization maybe the water rides at Disneyland truly were more water ride than Disney World.
Thinking maybe that was a one-off, we made our way over to Splash Mountain. We ride this ride a lot in Disney World, and rarely do we get wet. In hindsight, the fact that we got wet on Pirates should have been a sign. The smiles didn't last long.
With camera gear in hand and soaking wet, I may have used Mel as a shield.
I'm not laughing. I am not even remotely laughing.
Well, we love the Splash Mountain at Disney World. This is not the same Splash Mountain, drenched.
Words can't describe how wet I am.
We normally don't get wet on the ride in Disney World. We're soaked. I had to buy new socks because I couldn't get my waterlogged feet dry. Luckily, we had brought a change of clothes since it was supposed to warm up. With dry clothes on and food in our belly, the day turned around.
We had explored the ocean depths, stopped by Mickey's house for a few, and somewhere along the way, I picked up a bounty. But don't worry, Mando wasn't collecting it.
You're on a bounty list.
I am.
Relax. I didn't take the job, but someone did. Watch your back.
I will. Thank you for warning us.
The locals swarmed the park and it quickly turned into a sea of people. We rode a few more rides and really soaked in all we had done on this trip. As someone who has been to Walt Disney World every year since I was a little girl, getting to see where Walt started it all was truly a dream come true.
It was really successful.
We did everything that we needed to.
It was a blast.
It was so much fun, so doable in a day. Best part? No lightning lane.
Yeah, again. And even though it's still Disney, it was a serious departure for us because typically we do 4 parks in 2 days at Disney World, and we just did 2 parks in 2 days here in Disneyland. Headed back. Yeah, really tired. We did another 20,000 steps today and we're pooped.
Trying to get out of here, but I think I finally know the way of the land. I don't know where I'm going.
Still trying to figure out how to get here.
It's coming.
By Disneyland.
Done.
We are wrapped up and headed home. After another 15 hours in the park, we're done. So try to catch a tram out of here.